Gosta de fazer orgia, essa novinha que tá na volanda. Gosta de fazer orgia. Você tá em cima da piroca, 24 horas por dia. Você levanta por cima da pica.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. It's your boy, the Hungry Hornet, and today we are looking at a touring setup that I use for my Hornet. So as you can see, the Hornet is completely filled with kit currently. So this is a request from Lino for a video tour of my touring setup. Apologies Lino, it was 2 weeks ago you asked us, but I've been waiting for the weather to clear up, and the weather has been pretty rubbish so far. Panniers. So these here are Honda official panniers. As you can see, they're a little bit scuffed at the minute due to the fact that I have been out and about on them quite a lot. What we'll do is we'll just open up the zips. So these are part of the touring kit from Honda. They come with a currently styrofoam. They come with a dry bag, so you can put whatever you need to, like clothes and stuff in there, and lock it up and then put it in here. And I don't know how many litres they are. I'm sure I'll get the specs up and put them on the screen in a minute, but these are pretty good. I've got dual ones, one on that side as well, which has got popcorn on it.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, popcorn from the movie night. How did I get in there? So they're quite easy to pop on and pop off. There's a latch here right on the back, and you just click that on and pop it on like that. And then to put them back on, they slide pretty easily. And on the inside here, there's a nice little locking mechanism here, so you can't actually pop them off. And obviously the idea is you loop a padlock through there, so then no one can grab your bags if you're somewhere else. And that's the case with obviously the one on the right as well. Now this here is an Oxford tank bag, magnetic tank bag, which just fits nicely on the tank. But as you can see, if you look really closely, this is the aftermath of using it. You can see a few scratches from the tank bag, unfortunately. It's just part of it really. Yeah, basically all this does here is we loop it on as well as a safety measure. Now I will say this, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that this tank bag actually did come off my bike during some heavy wind. And it was due to the fact that it was positioned like this instead of like that. It's like that, that's full on lock. You can feel that. It's full on locked like that. You can feel it's not. It just comes off quite easily. So that was my fault, and I did that because if you come around here, you can see there's a little window there, and I was placing my phone inside there so it didn't get wet because it was a very rainy day. Unfortunately, both the tank bag and the phone went flying off on the M5. Someone did see it, and they put it into, they handed it into the services at Taunton Dean, so I was very happy with that and very grateful for that. Now, practicality wise, this bag comes with a few cool features. I'm just obviously going to start off by saying none of these people sponsor me. This is just what I use. The Honda side bags were part of a set, part of like a touring kit that they gave me, which included the installation of the bars as well. So this is just a standard. This is the inside of it, and as you can see, there's little holes here. You can stick a USB through, which I do, and I've got a power bank that usually sits in there. The USB goes through there and powers my mobile phone, which sits on my quad lock. So I will say that this is quite a nice bag, but if I had to say what my number one thing on the bike would be to use, it would be this. I think I couldn't really live without my quad lock. Quad lock is king, and it comes in very handy. It obviously comes with the shock dampener absorber as well, to assist in making sure that your phone doesn't get too much or too many vibrations that cause it damage on the camera. As far as the rest of the setup goes, that's pretty much it. That is literally it. You got 2 bags here, 2 quite big bags, I'd say, panniers, and you got the nice tank bag. I also usually wear a rucksack as well, just a normal 40-litre rucksack that I usually put on myself if I'm travelling solo, or on my wife if I'm not travelling solo. So that's usually our entire setup. It's pretty simple, it's nothing crazy. And as you can see, the bike hasn't been fitted with anything extra. It's all stock seats. You can see the crap. I'm not a big fan of these seats, and I'm going to get these seats changed at some point because they're not comfortable, especially the Pillion one. This one's not too bad. You can get some Bagster seats that are like quite puffy and quite comfortable, and I'm going to replace that one and that one, but the problem is they're like 500 quid, so I don't really fancy spending that sort of money on some seats. The next part would be to get a nice little windshield which sits about there. That would be the next part, and it's quite easy to just fit onto there, I believe. I'm going to just grab there, but I think if I do that, it'd look too much like a tourer and not like an adventure bike, because when you take all this stuff off, which we will do now in a second, pop off the bags, and look, all of a sudden you've got your Hornet back in its race style sort of Street Fighter look. It doesn't hamper it. So these are the pannier racks that they installed, and I haven't tried taking them off because I quite think they look quite alright actually. I think on their own, even without nothing on them, I don't think it hinders the look very much. It looks good, and also it's a nice little leverage point for me to grab if I need to move the bike in any certain way. And that is all she wrote on these. And obviously tyre wise, we've just got some Michelin 5s on there. We used to have some Michelin 6s. Michelin 6s went pop, so I got some nice Michelin 5s. The bike's just been cleaned just for this video because it's a bit filthy and it's not cleaned enough, as you can see. Ah, look at that, lovely. Alright, that about wraps up this quick look around on the touring capabilities of my bike and the touring setup. As I said, things I changed, definitely get the seats done is the next thing we'll be doing. I might, obviously, when we do that, I'll probably film it. Probably film putting the seats, you know, on and off. The back seat comes off quite easily. Just get to see, I've got my keys on me. Yeah, back seat comes off quite easily. And you just plug it in, you just put the key in. And there she goes. Comes off. There she is. Very easy. And they go back in pretty easily. But then this seat here, you'll need to take it off with a socket wrench. Take those off, I believe it might just slide off after that. I think it's just these two at the back. Yeah, by the looks of it. And you pop it off, and that's it, done. And that is all there is to it. So if you guys got any questions or any tips, what do you guys use and what do you guys put on your Hornets / any sort of naked bike? Obviously touring on a naked bike is a little bit difficult compared to a fully set up bike, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Got any tips for me or anyone else, please let me know. And until the next time, you have been incredible. I have been the Hungry Hornet.
Peace.
He has been my son.
Yeah, I have to.
Helping me film this video.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Peace.